Like a ghost in the Shire, singing like the kids in the choir. Hold it down, can't get up, throwing more fears in the fire. Everything you did backfire, got you racing down to the wire. Woman now, give it up and watch the whole damn thing transpire.
They coming after me like Blade Runner. They stop me quick just like a true hunter. They wanna slice me up like cucumber, cause they counting it down, they got my days numbered. I bet they coming on me quick just like a hot summer. Tryna beat me like a mad drummer. I guess I got on my quicks just like I'm Faye Dunner. Oh my God.
Cause I've been waiting for so long.
All right, how's it going? All right, it's Friday. Almost 7 o'clock. And it's time for our last home edition of 2020. Again, as I said last week, we will not be back here next week or the week after because that is Christmas Day and New Year's Day, and I'm not going to work for free on those 2 days. Basically, next week we're going to watch Wonder Woman, and the week after that, it's New Year's Day. But we're here tonight. We're going to do the game tonight, and we'll take a hiatus, and we'll come back in 2021. So again, if you need a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside your house, find a bucket, bring it inside, use that in tonight's trivia game. Buckets are available somewhere outside your house, or go get the one in get the little garbage can in the bathroom, use that to play in tonight's trivia game. Again, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. This is really distracting because I'm seeing myself on the live monitor, which is right in front of me, like what I'm staring at. So when I look this way, this is the tablet where I can see the comments and all that. And then I'm watching in the live feed there as well. I'm going to cover up myself there. But I'm also casting it to the TV in my living room because I always wondered how that would look. All right, again, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. I'm sorry if I didn't start the live feed sooner. I normally start the live feed at 6:40. Give me enough time to get everything set up. So by 6:45, I start playing all this music and get everything set, the sound working and all that. I actually was running late because I had a meeting for a new karaoke show, which I will announce soon in this game. Let me close my drawer, too. You don't need to see all that mess up there. Again, this is our last game of 2020 for the home audience. If you want to keep playing trivia this year, we still have a couple games coming up at Bar Nancy and the Bend. We got 2 of each, actually. 2 more Bar Nancy's, 2 more of the Bends for 2020. So if you feel comfortable enough to go out and you want to join us, I'm more than happy to see you, and you are more than welcome to join us. Again, Bar Nancy is Monday nights, and the Bend is on Wednesday nights. So you understand why I never could clock in. Before the quarantine, I was already locked in. My own worst enemy, the hell with a. And this Wednesday, which is Festivus, we're going to celebrate Festivus at the Bend. We're going to do the all Seinfeld trivia. I'm going to take the Festivus poll. I'm going to wear a puffy shirt. I'm going to have raffle prizes that are Seinfeld themed. So join us for Festivus trivia this Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, December 23rd, which is Festivus Day. I will air my grievances throughout the game, and if there happens to be a tie within any of the teams, then we will settle it with feats of strength. Alex in the house. One thing I do miss is arguing with Alex about trivia questions at Sandbar, and him pointing out that he's a lawyer to me, and all the funny team names he used to come up with. 2 minutes. Dos minutos. Michael Robinson in the house. All right, let's get started. It's Friday. It's after 7 o'clock. It's time now for Trivia. I figure since the last one of 2020, I should go out in style. right, let's get started by going over the rules of tonight's game.
It's Friday, you bastards.
As always, we have a one-player minimum because you need to be at least one person in order to play. But if you're near people you don't know, please stay at least 6 feet away from each other. One-player minimum in order to play because you need to be at least one human to play. Josh Silverman in the house.
Roll, boys, roll!
Grab 3 sheets of paper, number them 1 through 10. Write any funny team names you can come up with here in the comments. Or you get one big piece of paper, make 3 columns, 1 through 10 of each. Kevin in the house. Misfits in the house. Everybody's running in late, I guess. Again, remember, this is the last game of 2020. I'm not doing this next week or the week after. That's Christmas and New Year's Day. I'm not going to do this on those 2 weeks. So tonight is the night to, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody. All right, where was I? Feel free to scream and shout the answers all you want because you're home, I'm home, and we're all home. And either way, we got no prizes to give out. So if you want to scream it out, go ahead. It doesn't make no difference to me. But please don't look up the answers. And if you know the answer, please don't post the answers in the comments. Let the people who are playing seriously figure it out on their own. It's not even that hard anyway. That's what she said. Remember, you're playing with yourself, so you would only be cheating yourself. Questions round 1 are worth 1 point each. Question round 2 are worth 2 points each. Question round 3 are worth 5 points each. And you're playing for nothing. First place is nothing. Second place is nothing. But if you can, and nobody has done this in a while, I think maybe months at this point, take a picture of yourself while playing and tag at Trivia Miami on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. And I'll try to grab those pictures and I'll accumulate them because you got 2 weeks now to put it together. And then I'll post them on our first game back in 2021. Humbug. Also, we'll be pulling out our stubs and dancing in the Lucky SOB raffle, which always means Lucky Son of a Bernie when we're doing it here at home. All right, here's our legal disclaimer. If you can read small and fast, you can read that thing. And it's gone. Again, any little bit helps. If you want to help me out, Venmo me, Cash App me, Zelle me, karaokemiami@gmail.com. Or whatever. Send a check. I can send you my address. You come see me in person, drop some cash in the tip jar during a karaoke show, or throw me a little bit if you come play in person over at the Bend in Barnancy. Or whatever you can do. It's very appreciated if you can. This is the 40th game we've done online. And it's our last game of 2020. So 20 plus 20 is 40. 40 games. That's a perfect way to put a bow around it and say that's it for this year. Take 2 weeks off and we'll come back in January. We'll start 2021 at some point, the first or second week of January. I haven't figured out which one yet. But as I was saying, we do still have in-person games coming up. So join me Monday, both next week and the week after, both Mondays at Barnancy. That game starts at 8 o'clock with actual prizes to win there, which is $50 and $25 for first and second. And the raffle prizes which you win, including free beers. Wednesday, we're at the Bend over at Miami Lakes. That game starts at 9. This Wednesday, we're doing Seinfeld trivia. We're doing Festivus trivia. So if you have a knowledge of Seinfeld or Seinfeld-related stuff, 30 questions, all Seinfeld-related, using our format. So I find ways to tie our way of doing things into a Seinfeld game. I'm going to take the Festivus poll. I'm going to wear a puffy shirt, the whole 9 yards, and I'll be up at the Bend doing that this Wednesday, which is the 23rd, which is actually the day of Festivus. You can also join me for karaoke Thursdays and Saturdays, now at 9 o'clock. We now start at 9 o'clock until closing. So join me over there if you want to sing karaoke. And starting in 2021 on Tuesday nights, I feel confident to announce this now. However, it may change. I doubt it. There's pretty much, I came out of a meeting, came straight here. So starting Tuesday, January 5th, I think, or 5th, whatever day the first Tuesday in January is. I think it's the 5th. Join me in South Miami at Pub 52 for karaoke starting at 8 o'clock. We'll move it depending on how curfew works out for them. That is 5829 Southwest 73rd Street in South Miami. You can follow them at Pub 52 South Miami on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. We'll be starting there January 5th, Tuesday nights for karaoke. You can join me over there Tuesdays Unless something changes, and I'll post it online otherwise. But as far as I left the meeting, we're hired, and we'll be there the first week of January. All right. Well, like I said, we're taking 2 weeks off from this, so skip that. So let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets, everybody. Let's get started. Round one. Question one. True or false, the ashes of scientist Stephen Hawking were sent into space during a NASA mission? Is that true or false? And as I mentioned before, if anybody knows anything about what's going on with Sandbar, let me know. I mean, I haven't heard anything in months. I go by there on my bike, nothing is moving. Not a brick is laid, not a sign is placed. Everything looks abandoned. All right, question two. Red Bull Energy Drinks traces its origins to what Asian country? Red Bull Energy Drinks traces its origins to what Asian country? I even think I saw somebody sleeping in one of the, the little holes where the gate, where they open it up to make it out inside outside. You can sit in those little area. Somebody was sleeping there. Homeless people. Haven't heard from Perrin. Haven't heard from Brett. Haven't heard from Matt. All right, question three. And which U.S. state is Crater Lake, the country's deepest? A, California, B, Oregon, or C, Washington? And which U.S. state is Crater Lake, the country's deepest? California, Oregon, or Washington? All right, question four. The Muirfield in Scotland, the oldest golf club in the world, finally accepted what kind of members in 2017? In the Muirfield in Scotland, the oldest golf club in the world, finally accepted what kind of members in 2017? Felipe in the house. Flip, you're not the captain. If you were in town, you never came to see me. If you're in town now, you need to come see me on Wednesday. Either one, this Wednesday or the Wednesday after. I'll give you your captain title back if you show up. Bring your team. All right, question five. The prestigious perfume Chanel No. 5 is made from the oil of which shrub? A, Daphne, B, hibiscus, or C, jasmine? Again, prestigious perfume Chanel No. 5 is made from the oil of which shrub? Daphne, hibiscus, or jasmine? All of which will be on the main stage in about 20 minutes. Daphne, the main stage. Hibiscus, after Daphne. Jasmine, after hibiscus. Chanel No. 5, our main act tonight on stage, the main stage. Remember, here at our club, shrubs are untamed. There's so many stripper jokes I can make out of this question. All right, question 6. What soft drink began in Morrison's Drugstore in Waco, Texas in 1885? And what soft drink began in Morrison's Drugstore in Waco, Texas in 1885?
a song? How am I even supposed to look for somebody that forgot that he's hiding?
My brother from another mothership. I can't believe that I discovered it.
Oh, I know. Maybe I have to forget that I'm looking.
My brother from another mothership.
All right, question. Where's the thing? 7. What type of creature is the children's animated character Pingu? A. Penguin, B. Pelican, or C. Pony? Again, what type of creature is the children's animated character Pingu? Penguin, Pelican, or Pony? Not to be confused with half of the assholes in Hialeah who think they're Pingus. This is a children's animated character, not somebody who likes Bad Bunny. All right, question 8. What is the name of the character in the Popeye cartoons who is addicted to hamburgers and will gladly pay you on Tuesday for one? And what is the name of the character in the Popeye cartoons who is addicted to hamburgers and will gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today? The lag is shorter now. I think it's 25 seconds now. All right, question 9. The word crestfallen has its origins in which sport? A. Archery, B. Cockfighting, or C. Jousting? And the word crestfallen has its origins in which sport? Archery, cockfighting, or jousting? I guess I should account for the time it takes me to read the question, too. That's why I should see what went up there with that. And finally, question 10. Last question in this round. Everybody's favorite category. Florida or not Florida? I'm going to read a news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only two possible answers are Florida or not Florida. Here's the headline. Driver gets away from 2 carjackers, then goes back to run them over. Is that Florida or not Florida? All right, that is the end of round 1. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was true or false. The ashes of scientist Stephen Hawking were sent into space during a NASA mission. Question 2, Red Bull energy drinks traces its origins to what Asian country? Question 3, in which U.S. state is Crater Lake the country's deepest? A, California, B, Oregon, or C, Washington? Question 4, the Muirfield in Scotland, the oldest golf club in the world, finally accepted what kind of members in 2017? Question 5, the prestigious perfume Chanel No. 5 is made from the oil of which shrub? A, Daphne, B, hibiscus, or C, jasmine? Question 6, what soft drink began in Morrison's drugstore in Waco, Texas in 1885? Number 7. What type of creature is the children's animated character Pingu? A. A penguin. B. A pelican. Or C. A pony. Question 8. What is the name of the character in the Popeye cartoons who is addicted to hamburgers and will gladly pay you on Tuesday for one? Question 9. The word crestfallen has its origins in which sport? A. Archery. B. Cockfighting. Or C. Jousting. And Florida or not Florida, the headline reads, driver gets away from 2 carjackers, then goes back to run them over. All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. You want to help me out, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. Consider that it's Christmas next week. I mean, I won't be here for you, but you can be here for me. And you can be here for these kids who need presents. So if you want to throw a little bit my way, I'll show you one kid. You see how the poor little thing up there, she's so pale because she needs some vitamins. So if you can throw some money my way, I can feed her some vitamins. She's growing too tall, though, but that's a whole other... I had to move the camera a little bit higher. I think it's the shoes, though. And if you haven't watched The Mandalorian, he's here with us now. I won't say anything else. I'm not going to be like half of the people on Facebook who don't know when not to spoil things. Uh-oh. We got a sneak guest appearance there from the wife. She stuck her head in twice. All right, let's get started with our first round raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. I'll pull out the first number. I don't know what my daughter's going to give him, but she's got a prize in her hand. And he's somewhere on the side waiting to win them. $588. $588. Dance.
What time is it?
All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. $576. $576. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize: one free beer, but he can't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer, and possibly by the next time you see him, he won't be 12, he'll be 13, depending on when I decide to come back. I haven't looked at the calendar for January yet, but if it's before or after the 10th, it depends on that. That's his birthday, January 10th. Mine is the 20th. Big party at the Bend. You know why. 568. 568. Dance.
B stands for Broncos, BMW, Bengals, and the Bear Balls.
All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Not include the lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round. He'll be back after round 2 and 3 of tonight's game. All right, let's go over the answers from round 1. Question 1 was true or false. The ashes of scientist Stephen Hawking were sent into space during the NASA mission. That is false. He's wherever that is. Question 2, Red Bull energy drinks traces its origins. I mean, how do you melt the wheelchair? Oh, never mind. Red Bull energy drink traces its origins to what Asian country? Thailand. Question 3. In which U.S. state is Crater Lake the country's deepest? In Oregon. And for the Muirfield in Scotland, the oldest golf club in the world, finally accepted what kind of members in 2017? Women. Mars needs women. Question 5. The prestigious perfume Chanel No. 5, who will be on our main stage later, is from the oil of which shrub? She will be showing her shrub. It's jasmine. Jasmine is the opening act for Chanel No. 5. Question 6. What soft drink began in Morrison's drugstore in Waco, Texas in 1885? Dr. Pepper. 7. What type of creature is the children's animated character Pingu? Well, it's not a guy from Hialeah. He's a penguin. Again, somebody should have done some market research on Spanish language words that shouldn't be used in English language television. Question 8. What is the name of the character in the Popeye cartoons who is addicted to hamburgers and will gladly pay you on Tuesday for one? It's Wimpy. I will gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today. And the word crestfallen has its origins in which sport? In cockfighting, the official sport of Little Havana and Hialeah. And question 10, Florida or not Florida? Driver gets away from 2 carjackers, then goes back to run them over. That was not Florida. That happened in Mexico. I had the video, but somehow the video didn't post here, so I had to go with just the pictures. It was some glitch in the whole thing, so it wasn't worth going through all the aggravation. But it's a good video. Look it up. I think it's on TMZ. All right. Click, click. These questions are worth 1 point each, so whatever you got right, put that score up in the comments. Again, you can join me on Monday over at Bar Nancy. We're doing in-person play there starting at 8 o'clock. We still got 2 more weeks there. Even though we're done here online this for the year, we're still over there for 2 more weeks. And then in 2020, well, we're there from Mondays on. For 2020, we got 2 more games there. Also, join me at the Bend on Wednesdays. If you're into karaoke, join me Thursdays and Saturdays at Seven Seas Bar. And starting in the first Tuesday of January, join me at Pub 52 on Tuesday night starting at 8 o'clock in South Miami. I'm going to start doing karaoke there on Tuesday nights. You can join me there Tuesday night starting in January of 2021. And in 2021, we should be back with our online game either the first or the second week in January. I haven't decided which one yet, depending on what other obligations I have to deal with. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, probably run to the bathroom and run back, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns, then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or exit 12 on the turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair! It's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right! Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
And I'm back. Literally, I'm back. I ran to the bathroom, peed, and came back. And did it all within 2 minutes time of this commercials. All right, I got a 9, a 9, a 7, a 7, a 7. And let's go on to round 2. All right, it's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. Get started. Round 2. Question 1. What came out first, J. Edgar or Skyfall? Both with Judi Dench. What came out first? All right, question 2. Bradley Nowell was the lead singer and guitarist of what band before dying from a drug overdose? Okay, Bradley Nowell was the lead singer and guitarist of what band before dying from a drug overdose? All right, question 3. William Hung is best remembered for singing what Ricky Martin song on American Idol in 2004? Again, William Hung was best remembered for singing what Ricky Martin song on American Idol in 2004? All right, question 4 is always our anal bum cover. Sorry, an album cover. Whose 2005 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Whose 2005 album is that the cover for? I think of one of the craziest things of this year, besides all the crazy shit that's happened this year, is the fact that Sean Connery and Alex Trebek died within a week of each other. I still think that's like ironic and funny. All right, question 5. What was the name of Dave Chappelle's character in the 1993 movie Robin Hood, Men in Tights? And what was the name of Dave Chappelle's character in the 1993 movie Robin Hood, Men in Tights? All right, question 6 is always our movie clips. I'm going to play a clip from a movie. It was released in 2005. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play once with just the sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
Kate, you're not sick. You're single. You just have to relax and enjoy the ride.
I haven't been ridden in months.
One more time.
Kate, you're not sick. You're single. You just have to relax and enjoy the ride.
I haven't been ridden in months.
What movie is that from? Write it down on your paper. I don't need to see it.
So dig your grave, and we'll sing along, just like we did back when we were young. I just wanted to say goodbye.
All right, question 7. Who was the star of the Sweating to the Oldies workout series? Who was the star of the Sweating to the Oldies workout series? All right, question 8. What two socialites starred in the TV show The Simple Life? What two socialites starred in the TV show The Simple Life? All right, question 9. What are the 2 South American countries that belong to OPEC? What are the 2 South American countries that belong to OPEC? 1 second, please. All right, where was I? Question 10, last question of this round. A-Rod signed a letter of intent to play for the Canes in '93, but decided to go straight to the pros with what Major League Baseball team? Again, A-Rod signed a letter of intent to play for the Canes in '93, but decided to go straight to the pros with what Major League Baseball team?
Gray skies above me, frozen streets below. Subway robbery beneath.
All right, that is the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, J. Edgar or Skyfall? Both with Judi Dench. Question 2, Brady Knoll was the lead singer and guitarist of what band before dying from a drug overdose? Question 3, William Hung is best remembered for singing what Ricky Martin song on American Idol in 2004? Ain't No Bum cover. Whose 2005 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist and not the name of the album. Question 5, what was the name of Dave Chappelle's character in the 1983 movie Robin Hood, Men in Tights? Movie clip from 2005?
Okay, if you're not sick, you're single. You just have to relax and enjoy the ride.
I haven't been ridden in months.
What movie is that from? Question 7, who was the star of the Sweating to the Oldies workout series? Question 8, what 2 socialites starred in the TV show The Simple Life? Question 9, what are the 2 South American countries that belong to OPEC? And question 10, A-Rod signed a letter of intent to play for the Canes in '93, but decided to go straight to the pros with what Major League Baseball team? All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. Throw a little bit my way, throw a little bit for the kids, throw a little bit for everybody here. It's Christmas. Help me out. Please. Take my wife. Please. All right, let's get started with our second round raffle. My daughter's up there with the prizes. I am not going to say anything that changed up there besides that if you haven't watched it yet. But let's get started with the raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. I'm going to pull out the first number. My daughter's going to give him, I guess, a bobblehead or whatever that is. One of those Happy Meal toys. 592. 592. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Okay, next one out. 594. 594. Dance.
Lucia. Oh, yeah. Lucia. Lucia.
All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Let's wait for the good part. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't drink beer again. He can only drink iron beer. Going out to the following number. 570, 570. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. That's with the lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round. guys should just watch yourselves for the rest of the round. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. Question 1 was, what came out first, J. Edgar or Skyfall, both with Judi Dench? It's J. Edgar. Question 2, Brady Knoll was the lead singer and guitarist of what band before dying from a drug overdose? He was the lead singer of Sublime. William Hum is best remembered for singing what Ricky Martin song on American Idol in 2004? She Bangs. Ain't No Bum cover, whose 2005 album is this the cover for? That is Coldplay. Question 5, what was the name of Dave Chappelle's character in the 1993 movie Robin Hood, Men in Tights? Achoo!
Coronavirus!
No, just Achoo! Character name, I didn't sneeze. All right, movie clip from 2005.
Okay, if you're not sick, you're single. You just have to relax and enjoy the ride.
I hadn't been ridden in months.
Hitch. Who is the star of the Sweating to the Oldies workout series? Richard Simmons. Okay, what two socialites starred in the TV show The Simple Life? Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. Question 9, what are the two South American countries that belong to OPEC? Ecuador and Venezuela. Question 10, A-Rod signed a letter of intent to play for the Canes in 93, but decided to go straight to the pros with what Major League Baseball team? The Seattle Mariners. All right, these questions are 2 points each, so whatever you got right times 2, add that to your previous score. That'll give you your running total at this point. Then post that score in the comments. Again, if you want to join me for in-person play, join me Monday nights, which we still have 2 more games this year, plus every Monday from then on, at Bar Nancy starting at 8 o'clock. Join me Wednesday at The Bend starting at 9 o'clock. Join me for karaoke Thursdays and Saturdays at Seven Seas Bar. And starting in 2021, our new karaoke show will be at Pub 52 in South Miami starting at 8 o'clock in South Miami. We should also be back in 2021 with more of this home version of the game. Join me here on Fridays starting either the first or second Friday of January. Oop, I went too far with the buttons there. Hold on, let's go back. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute commercial break and I'll be back after this. After a few words from our non-sponsors.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal francesa, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's, the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildups for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue?
No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó.
Mire, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. La próxima vez échele a Amali. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amali es mejor de lo que tiene que ser.
Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es irichacón?
Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija a Amali. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zare and get it all.
It's gotta be a knockout, so I got to Zare.
It's gotta last.
It's gotta have a name I know.
So we got to Zare.
Get it all,
It's gotta be a real value.
get to Zare and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
In Miami, se llama Zaire. And we're back. All right, we got 25, 24, 26, 24. I think that's it. I don't see anybody else's score here. I don't know if we have anybody else playing anyway. Danny's not here today. All right, let's get started with round 3. So it's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets already. We're starting round 3. Phones in the buckets. All right, let's get started. Round 3. Question 1. Oh, what happened there? All right, whatever. Round 3, question 1. What is removed with an orchidectomy? What is removed with an orchidectomy?
The monkey's my uncle, I'm slightly evolved. So many puzzles in my psyche to solve. Are we brilliant, building paradise on this planet? Or parasites, a virus just doing damage? Humanity, half beautiful, half ugly. And obviously, I'm one of them, you can't trust me. It seems like we're at the end, but then no, somehow we find hope at the end of the road. Yeah, welcome to the future, now it's 2020. I'm not the man I ought to be, but I'm his understudy. Too many thoughts got my brain like...
All right, question 2. FARC is an acronym for a guerrilla movement originating in which country? FARC, not fart. FARC is an acronym for a guerrilla movement originating in which country?
I can switch to the news and see real battles, but then I feel small and trapped like veal cattle. If you don't see the cage, you don't hear the steel rattle. But in the back of your mind, you still feel shackled. Can't ignore what's knocking at the door. Show me the man the clock is stopping for. No, it keeps spinning, bringing shock and awe, till my head spins like B-boys rocking the floor. The monkey's my uncle, I'm slightly evolved. So many puzzles in my psyche to solve. Are we brilliant, building paradise on this planet? Or parasites, a virus just doing damage? Humanity, half beautiful, half ugly. And obviously, I'm one of them, you can't trust me. It seems like we're at the
All right, question 3. It's time now to name a celebrity. I'm going to put a picture of celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description of when you've seen them. Name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her.
Does not match experience. Still impressed by small acts of kindness, but the mindless still fall back to blindness. Time is a snake that's eating its tail. It's the highest stakes. I hope that we can prevail for real, cause the art just outweighed the darkness. For every Hitler, there's 5 Charlie Parkers. So when I think human beings should retire, I go back and watch the last season of The Wire. The monkey's my uncle, I'm slightly evolved. So many puzzles in my psyche to solve. Are we brilliant, building paradise on this planet? Or parasites, a virus just doing damage?
All right, question 4. Androphobia is the fear of what? Androphobia is the fear of what?
I mean, it's kind of like, you know, when you see oil in a puddle in the parking lot, and you're like, that's disgusting, that's toxic oil. But at the same time, the sun shines down on the top of it, and it gets all rainbow and psychedelic and crazy. And you're like, I know it's disgusting, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful too. Maybe that's what's going on. Fireworks explode, and they only really do it on the way out. Now, it's not because it's the beauty and the wonder that I'm overwhelmed.
All right, question 5 is always Czar. One last time for 2020. Jumbo! 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom. There's our SHITLAKEMOE. Hint, an actor, female, or actress. Shit late mo. Figure it out. All right, hopefully you either figured this out or wrote this information down in the back of your answer so you can keep working on it. Either way, I am moving on to question 6. Who was the first U.S. president to visit the New York Stock Exchange while in office? Who was the first U.S. president to visit the New York Stock Exchange while in office? All right, question 7. Which U.S. state is referred to as the Silver State? Which U.S. state is referred to as the Silver State? All right, question 8. What are formed by orogeny? What are formed by orogeny?
Once in a while. I borrowed pen and paper from my crabby next door neighbor so that I could write a letter to you. My thoughts all turned to
All right, before I go to question 9, Josh, keep in mind that this is basically all the questions I use at the Bend, and I've told you about the people at the Bend, so don't criticize me for having this in round 3. Okay? Keep in mind the people that I'm dealing with normally over there. All right, question 9. Which chemical element is named after the sun? Which chemical element is named after the sun? And finally, question 10, last question of tonight's game, something of local history, news, or facts. The mayor of what South Florida city was recently seen scrolling through social media while reclining in an armchair while ignoring speakers in a Zoom commission meeting, as he couldn't care less? And the mayor of what South Florida city was recently seen scrolling through social media while reclining in an armchair while ignoring speakers in a Zoom commission meeting? All right, that is the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what is removed with an orchidectomy? Question 2, FARC is an acronym for a guerrilla movement originating in which country? So name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. Question 4, androphobia is the fear of what? Word jumble. 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom. Shit Lake Mo. Question 6, who was the first U.S. president to visit the New York Stock Exchange while in office? Question 7, which U.S. state is referred to as the Silver State? Question 8, what are formed by orogeny? Question 9, which chemical element is named after the sun? Again, I apologize to Josh Silverman for the level of this question being in the wrong round. Question 10, local history, news, or facts. The mayor of what South Florida city was recently seen scrolling through social media while reclining in an armchair while ignoring speakers in a Zoom commission meeting? All right, please check your own answer sheets. See if these are the answers you want to stick with. And again, if you want to help me out, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. And these are the kids you will be supporting if you send anything to there. There's her, there's the cat, and the boy will pop in any minute now. So let's get started with our third round and final raffle of 2020 for our home online game. It's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. All right, first one out. 593, 593. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Poor cat. All right, next one out. You can barely tell the cat is there because she's wearing black and the cat is black. 661. 661. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer. Last beer of 2020 for him. And, of course, it's not real beer. It's iron beer. Going out to the following number. 590. 590. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie and Lucky's daughter of a Bernie also for 2020. Say goodnight to them, everybody. That's it for this year for them. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to them. They're out. Send them money, though.
Every time you go, you find something new. Opalaka, Hialeah. Opalaka, Hialeah is ringing at me.
All right, I decided to cut out the classic chug off, and when we come back in 2021, we're not going to do that anymore. I'm tired of going through the videos and picking one. Either way, we can't do chug offs if we were in person at Sandbar. If we were at Sandbar, and we're not, I don't see why I'm promoting Sandbar because I don't know what's going on with Sandbar. It's basically to keep you in tune for them, but I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe a different Sandbar will step up. Who knows? Right now, we're not going to do the classic chug offs anymore. So we're going straight to the answers from round 3. Click, click, click. It's stuck. All right. Question 1. What is removed with an orchidectomy? Your testicles.
Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector.
Hector has no testicles. Question 2. FARC is an acronym for a guerrilla movement originating in which country? In Colombia. And question 3. So you name this celebrity that is Kristen Ritter. For androphobia is the fear of what? Fear of men. Word jumble. 5 on top, 6 on the bottom. Those are the letters. It is Katie Holmes. 6. Who was the first U.S. president to visit the New York Stock Exchange while in office? Ronald Reagan. 7. Which U.S. state is referred to as the Silver State? Nevada. Water formed by orogeny? Mountains. Question 9. Which chemical element is named after the sun? Helium. And question 10. The mayor who could care less and sat through a Zoom meeting while on the phone and reclining on a chair like he doesn't give 3 shits about anybody is the guy from Coral Gables, because, you know, Coral Gables, as nice as it is also full of assholes. All right, these questions are 5 points each, so whatever you got right times 5, add that to your previous score. That'll give you your final total. And post your score in the comments while we go through commercials, and then we'll see who the winner is at the end of the whole thing. Remember, Monday, Bar Nancy. Wednesday, The Bend. Thursday and Saturday for karaoke at 7 Seas. And starting in 2021, Pub 52 on Tuesday nights. Unless something different happens, I'll let you know. All right, one quick 2-minute break. I'll come back, and then we'll see who the winners is, and we'll say our goodbyes for 2020.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful. Lights, food, rides, and so much more. All the Christmas spirit you find it here. On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park.
here. Seagulls, golden wine cooler. Seagulls, golden wine cooler. It's wet and it's dry. Golden wine cooler. My, golden wine cooler. Me and the boys. Love, love, love all the time. Golden wine cooler. It's wet and it's dry. Golden wine cooler.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Lum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
And we're back. All right, we got, let's see, 61, 69. Nice. 55, 59. All right, either way, whatever the case may be, as far as I'm concerned, you're all the winners. You guys have stuck with this. Again, 40 straight weeks, one way or another. We did it live mostly. A couple times we did it pre-recorded. One time we moved it to a different day. But I've tried to stick with it as much as I can. This was a crazy situation that I had to put together at the last minute. On one day, it was like we were canceled, and I have a game already written, and how do I go live? And then I learned how to do all this in 2-3 days real fast and got it up on that Friday. So by Tuesday, we were canceled. By Friday, I was up live. And then I've tried to, improve it, change the format, change the, the screen look, all that stuff as I could. And we're here. We made it. We made it through 40 games, and we made it through 2020, and hopefully in 2021, we won't have to do this at home anymore. We can all be in person safely. We can all kiss each other. We can slap each other in the face. We can tell Alan to fuck off, which we'll do anyway. So, and speaking of that, remember you can follow me at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. As always, thoughts and prayers to Linda for having to tolerate Alan. I didn't change the picture from last week because I think that picture should be his picture forever. It is just perfect. Just the man boobs alone in that is perfect. It is 2020 Alan in a nutshell. Not that he has nuts, and not that they have shells. Either way. Well, thanks everybody for joining me. 40 weeks, 2021, either the first, second week, maybe around that time. My birthday's around that time, so it'll be before that, around some point in January. We'll have the event up. We'll go live then. So we like to say up at the Bend every week. We say it in person, and we say it here, but just make sure.
Fuck Hector.
And everybody gets together and screams it out together.
Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector!
No ha habido ni papel de trole para limpiarse el culo.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday starting in 2021, and Friday starting in back in the first or second week in January in 2021. Thanks again, everybody. This has been crazy. I really appreciate everybody coming in here every week and joining me and keeping us company, especially during that time when I couldn't get out of the house. Especially the first few months when I didn't even have work and this was all I had and this was the only connection I had to the outside world. So, I mean, I really appreciate it, even though all of you who have stuck with it, even after you've got the opportunity to go out, even when you've had other places to go and actually win real prizes. Just because I'm here, you still come and join me, even if it's not every week, every so often. Or if you're here every week, even better. Doesn't matter. Hopefully we'll see each other in 2021. Again, next 2 weeks, I'm going to take them off for sure. Maybe the next 3. I'll see you all in 2021. So until then, happy, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Good night. And we'll let Cox on the Radio sign us off for one last time. Good night, everybody. And see you in 2021. Thank you.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.